Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to teachers and friends. My name is Muhammad Amirul Hanis bin Mat Nazir, a third year landscape student, and I am supervised by Associate Professor LAR Dr. Muhammad Ramzi bin Muhammad Hussein. The topic for my research is pedestrians' behaviour toward urban street utilisation. It is a case study of Jalan Tuanku Abdul Rahman. So, to give you an overview of my research, it is a research that focus on the behavioral aspects of pedestrians, which means that it will explore the thinking and the mind of pedestrians and relates to the physical environment of an urban street. Moving on, there are two core background studies that are important to this research, which are the first, 3 types of outdoor activities, and the second, the 6 layers of an individual motion behavior. So for the 3 types of outdoor activities, this is a theory by John Gell, an architect who are specialized on social. According to Jan Gell, there are 3 types of outdoor activities, which are necessary activities, optional activities, and social activities. Each three types of activities have different impacts and are affected differently by the physical environment. And the next study is on the 6 layers of individual motion behavior. So theoretically, there are 6 layers, which are vegetative, reflex, reactive, motivated, reason, and conscious behavior. Each layers have different complexity of cognitive thinking, and as it goes up, the complexity increases from vegetative to conscious. Problem statement. According to Yassin, the development nowadays are most likely concentrated onto car-centric development, and this is because the people prefers to use car to move around in these days, and this will impact the livability of pedestrians because most development will cater to the use of cars instead of pedestrians itself, which means the pedestrians cannot perform their basic activities at an urban street. So the issue is that most streets does not prioritize pedestrians in their design. Therefore, the research aims to understand the needs of pedestrians for utilizing urban streets and how they behave towards the urban street. And to achieve the aim, 3 objectives are made, which are to understand the needs and the demands of pedestrians, and the second is to observe how the pedestrians utilizes and behaves towards the urban street, and the third is to explore the impacts of physical environment towards the behavior of pedestrians. The methodology that are used are 2, which are observation and survey questionnaire. So a site visit was conducted at Jalan Tuanku Abdul Rahman, and there are 2 data that are gathered, which are qualitative data and quantitative data. The results of the research are as followed. First is demographic data. It is showed that the distribution of male and female at Jalan Tuanku Abdul Rahman are almost the same, and the age range are a bit favored the youngsters, which are among 20 until 35 years old. So it shows that Jalan Tuanku Abdul Rahman appeals more to the youngsters instead of children and elderly. So moving on to pedestrians' behavior, the 3 types of outdoor activities which has been discussed on the background studies, it can be said that optional activity is the most performed activity at Jalan Tuanku Abdul Rahman, going by social activity at the second. So this indicates that good quality of physical environment is present at Jalan Tuanku Abdul Rahman. This is because optional activity is activities that are performed according to their preference, which for example, a pedestrian who want to rest, they will not rest at a place that are hot. They will go to a place that they prefer, a comfortable place for them. Next, the 6 layers of motion behavior. According to the statistics, it can be said that reactive and motivated behavior are mostly shown from by the pedestrians at Jalan Tuanku Abdul Rahman. It means that Jalan Tuanku Abdul Rahman is suitable for active activities where pedestrians are continuously reacting to signboards, to junctions, and are motivated to go at their certain destinations. As for the site observation, the 3 key aspects that are investigated are safety, comfort, and activity. The characteristics of safety, comfort, and activity at Jalan Tuanku Abdul Rahman is labelled at the map. And the 3 of the map are overlapping, and it shows that people gather at where the three aspects overlap, which creates social nodes. So 3 main social nodes that can be found at Jalan Tuanku Abdul Rahman is 7-Eleven, Kamda, and Sogo Shopping Mall. 7-Eleven provide convenience shop where people need drinks and sitting area. There are also water feature there. And at Kamda, many people are waiting for their family at Kamda, so they rest in front of the building because there are sitting area, and the place is quite well shaded too. And as for Sogo Shopping Mall, the place is very popular at Jalan Tuanku Abdul Rahman because the activities there, such as busking, side shops, it is very famous in Malaysia. And the shopping mall also attracts people to go there. I hope you guys are still with me because we are going to conclude this presentation in a minute. Based on the research, some recommendations are outlined to create a quality urban street. The recommendations will be based on the 3 key aspects which are lacking, such as comfort, water feature for more comfort, like cools the temperature, and safety, such as speed bumps to slow down, reduce the car speed, and activity, such as interactive walkway that relates to history and culture, like the Hollywood floor. And activity, again, such as sculpture that doubles as seating, so people can have activity there. So to conclude this research, pedestrians behave differently according to their surrounding quality of environment. When the quality is good, people will go there, gather there, people will utilize the space. Jalan Tuanku Abdul Rahman is a good urban street where it caters to pedestrians' needs and demands. So, thank you for your attention, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.